What's going on, guys? It's your huge says for XP and Fortnite news here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can get a ton of XP in Fortnite. I'm going to be showing you multiple ways. So basically, if you're watching this video today, then I have a really big thing for you that will help you get XP. The Rift 10. Now this is going to be pretty hard to get into. I've gotten into these two. I'm going to get into this one, and this one. Basically, every single time you attend the Rift 10, at the end of the event, you're going to need to go through these little rainbow circles, and then they give you 200 XP each time you go through them. So currently, these are the only Rift 10 live events that are going to be happening. There might be another replay. I don't think that's really possible, but yeah, so currently you can just go with these three and you can collect a ton of XP. I collected some XP in that one, a lot of XP in that one, so I'm going to be collecting way more XP in these three. Alright, here's another way to get XP than just grinding in the Rift Tear. So, this other way is quite more simpler. Just hop into Team Rumble. Now, this one will stop after a while. Now you're just going to ready up in Team Rumble. You're going to need to find a match. Just wait for it to find a match. And you are going to land Canyon Complex, or whatever it's called. It's right about here. So this is a big XP farm, because this one I actually can do quite a bit, and it's a pretty good XP farm. If you're lucky enough, you might be able to search a few chests, too. So, you're going to land there at Canyon Complex. Yes, it's pretty far away, but it's still pretty good for XP. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just quests, right? So you can do some quests, like search box, search chest, blah blah. There is also consume package items quest, but we're not going to be focusing on quests in this game. We're just going to land Canyon Complex, the one location we want to land for this glitch. So basically, there are these little things here. So basically, we're just going to keep breaking them. As you can see, there's a chest right here, so I was able to keep them all looked up. And then the can's going to keep dropping, and you can just pick these suckers up. Pick them up. Just select gather and consume, because sometimes they do them in just baggage items. Gather. So just keep gathering them like that, and they give you 25 XP per time you gather them. So do not try to swap. Apparently I'm just going to be using my pickaxe. And then they should just go right there. You can also consume them, and it still gives you the XP you need. And this is a lot more efficient way to get health. Well, and this thing. You can also just kind of mix in gathering with consuming. You can just keep doing this. And then I can just consume this. And I can go over here to get some of my cans. So as you can see, I'm going to consume these now. Now I'm doing a 2-tick, and you just want to keep doing this until you die spin. There's a really efficient way of getting XP, and a nice fan too. Or if you are lucky enough, as I said, you might be able to sneak in 1 or 2 chests. Maybe some ammo boxes, a little toolbox. And you can also craft some stuff. This also gives you some XP. Gives you 80 XP per crafted item. It's a really efficient way of getting XP. Chest we can check. Nice. Let's see some heals. Oh, you can just keep doing this on and on again. I recommend doing this in the Team Rumble match because not a lot of people land cannon in the Team Rumble match, so it's really easy to do it in a Team Rumble match, and Team Rumble is a really good place for XP, especially if you're going for aggro XP. It's a really good place for aggro XP. So I'm just going to consume this can real quick, and as you can see I was able to take out 3 chests. Into my can. See, there's a lot of cannon complex, so that's why I'd recommend doing this. Because every single piece of can and cabbage you consume or just gather, it gives you 25 XP. As you can see, it's pretty simple and easy. Also, if you're doing this in a real match, you might be lucky enough to kill the mythic boss and end up winning the game. I'm just going to go down here real quick. Press some chests. I'm probably not going to be able to get in chests. A single ammo box. And yeah, that's basically that XP method. That XP method, although consistent, this is another Team Rumble XP method which I think will work with this one. So you should probably do this one and the can one. So basically, this Team Rumble XP method is called aggro. So basically, you just go aggressive in Team Rumble, and you can get a ton of XP. You can get more XP than if you were just to search loot. That's called the loot stealer method, and then there's also the switch method. They just associate with elimination. Basically, you get XP every single time you kill somebody. It's really that simple. Not really that confusing for an average player. Because for an average player, it's not really that confusing to go aggro in Team Rumble, especially since there's not a lot of sweats in Team Rumble, yet people will still sweat in Team Rumble for some reason. Even though the wins don't count, and Team Rumble is just being played for fun and stuff like that, and for XP. I'm pretty sure that's what the point of Team Rumble is, just XP. There's a ton of XP methods in Team Rumble, but there's none like the aggro method. where you just go completely aggressive, assist people with elimination, just go completely aggressive on other people. It's a lot harder to get 10 kills in Team Rumble than it was a couple seasons before this season. There's a lot more sweats, obviously. But if anything, I would recommend at least getting 5 kills. Because it's a lot harder to obviously get 10 kills in Team Rumble before the game ends. Because the game's more fast-paced now, and there's a lot more sweats than usual. Basically like the average game mode. It's like the average game mode now. Except more fast-paced. See, I just died to nobody, no life sweat, because they're stupid. Alright, here's the thing about the aggro method. The aggro method is not that easy for an average player to actually, like, pull off. The aggro method is a pretty easy method for most people to pull off, but the average player, like, the person who doesn't get that many wins, like me, obviously, it's a bit harder for them to pull off the method than other people. Basically, the average player are able to pull off the method pretty easily, but the noob player and noob player also get a few assists, making a few assists. The new method is having root stealer and maybe assist, but even then, assist is also pretty hard as an XP method. So if anything, I would definitely recommend for noobs, root stealer, where you just constantly set certain blocks in between either that, and you also just keep getting loot and loot and loot and loot and loot, and just keep doing that, and then yeah, you should be on your way somewhere. Basically, that's how the whole method goes. For root stealer, I like doing all of them. Basically, some games I'll do aggro, some games I'll do loot stealer, some games I'll do aggro, some games I'll do loot stealer, and some games I will do assist. Now, I used to make a ton of videos on XP back in Chapter 2 Season 2 about the best XP methods, routes, and just overall ways of getting XP. Basically, a lot of stuff like that. It's kind of harder to get XP now than it was back in Chapter 2 Season 2, because that's when it was pretty easy to just get 10 kills, heck, even 20 kills in Team Rumble. It was back then when Team Rumble was a lot easier and there was less sweats in the game. Look at how many sweats are here now. In this gameplay, you'll see me getting destroyed by a ton of sweats, because there's a lot more sweats in the game than there was back in Chapter 2 Season 2. It wasn't like a season, it was kind of a season. There's noobs, a lot of players started in that season. The mythic season. So as you can see, I just got 10 kills and I get double digits. I get double digits, XP for 10 kills in a match. And that's basically how it goes. That's basically how the aggro method goes. Loot stealer. There's another method to loot stealer, which is quite a bit harder than the average method. Obviously, it's a lot easier than the average method, so let me just ready up in a Team Rumble match here. This next XP method is loot stealer. Now, this next XP method is an amazing XP method for Team Rumble, and of course, all other game modes. I know you guys like getting XP, so you gotta listen to this one. Now, it's not as effective as aggro, but still, it is pretty effective. Now, what's really effective about this is the fact that you're gonna be able to get a ton of loot before the game even really starts. You're gonna get a ton of loot before there's gonna be a lot of kills, and you're gonna get a ton of XP before people start killing a lot of people. And then you'll just not really be able to get that many kills. You can also sneak in the aggro method here, but I would not recommend it. So what is the place for landing for the loot stealer method? Believer Beach. Now, believe me, Believer Beach has a ton of ammo boxes and chests, and is one of the best locations to land just for XP. It's one of my favorites, it's one of your favorites, and very easy for XP. So as you can see, there's a Ferrari right there. So as you can see, I land Believer Beach. And you can just, there's a lot of chests and ammo boxes at Believer Beach that not a lot of people know where, because I hope this chest does. But yeah, you get the gist. A ton of ammo boxes and chests at Believer Beach. Set. So as you can see, there's a chest right here. There's not a guaranteed chest where you land in there, a guaranteed ammo box, but there is a ton of ammo boxes and chests here at Believer Beach. Basically, I'm going to show you all the possible locations.